for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
Flag on the play. Yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah. Flag on the play. Hold up. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag. Ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money. You ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running out the block.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Arizona Cardinals. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Straight at the 8. Here we go. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Hey.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Watch the curl.
A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end.
Newton's pass.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 19-yard line. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 46 yards on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Watch the slant. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Coming to you.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
59.
They fake the give. Newton. That is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Demir Bird his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
The kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
It's a gain of
well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake. Because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
The 44-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Drake. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. That's out to the left and complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Flush to his right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
2nd and 6.
Right there.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
59. You don't know no better. Mike, check. 59. Hey, watch the screen.
And they will run it with Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Sony Michel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Is good. Makes the score Patriots 14. Cardinals
Joey
7.
Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And the Cardinal,
you can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10.
First and goal, Arizona.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come back.
On first and goal, Drake. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try again with Drake. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action, throw the ball.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Patriots 14, Cardinals 7. Brett Maher is set to kick
Following
off.
the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
You better be afraid of 20. You better be afraid of me. 24 is the mic. He's tired of me.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Throw caught here by Bird. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
For a Patriots.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Damiere Byrd with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Patriots 21, Cardinals 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
1st and 10.
That one 28 yards on the ground. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Newton. That's complete right side to Asiasi. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
We're going to work.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Like 22, he's coming. 20. Great. You remember me? You remember me? Gun. Check.
Off play action. Newton. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Under 10. 20. Under 10. 10. Back. 8. Check.
Throwing is Newton. This is White on the screen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Now on first down, Drake again. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Let's go, baby.
First down, Cardinals.
Kill.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips.
Intercepted. The Patriots take over first.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dietrich Wise. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Being chased out left. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And now Edelman. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Patriots take over
at their own 49-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Michelle. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here we go. Check 26, check 26.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Our time, guys. It's our time. Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic. It's a party now. Hey, Fred, it's a party now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
10 at the 24-yard line.
Check, 59. Check, go.
On 1st down, Michelle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Again, it's Michelle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
I'm on. Mike.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
On the ground, this is Michelle. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Fly on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
And the Cardinal first down.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Throw left side complete. It's Drake. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Look at this, a tight end carry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Murray a give. This is Drake. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Right back to Drake. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. And Charles, the 2nd time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
And it's Michel once again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeout? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On the ground, Michel. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
31-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Brings up third down and 5.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end. 8. 4 down, check.
Out of the gun, Newton. Throw left side, complete to Bird. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
Check safety, 20.
They'll run on first down. Michelle. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
On the carry.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll keep it on the ground. Michelle, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Third down and 9.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on third down, Newton. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
On the return, here's Edmonds. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe. Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, Michelle. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Check.
Running out of the gun with White. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
The 19-yard line.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Patriots. Operating from the gun, Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was brought down by John Simon.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Buying time to his... Murray fighting. Lost the football.
Today's final score, Patriots 36.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Patriots, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they go down to defeat for just the 2nd time in 11 games so far. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Getting more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need the you can't negotiate. That's the faith, but wait. Jugging on the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your perm at. 6 figures. August every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh, men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see what your eyes.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready? Lady, Mike 47. Get that quarterback. And all coach.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Whip. Watch the whip. Alert flare.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
51's the mic, boys. 51. Stop your.
To throw is Taylor. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
And the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job, Swarm.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately, he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, here's Swift.
DeAndre Swift, the ball carrier, taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, the Lions trot out their new punter for 2020, Jack Fox. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 24. Check 24.
And he'll be out right at the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
We're on Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. This time Taylor will throw. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking there for the fullback, Bruce Miller, but it's going to be 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On the carry, it's Muhammad. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 54 yards. Not sure exactly what he saw that made him decide to hand it off, but a great decision and a fantastic run.
From our vantage point, what he saw was a defense that got out of its lanes, got out of its gaps, and they were pretty much running to the quarterback, viewing him as the bigger threat. And look at that wide open space, and he rumbled for big-time yardage.
D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Muhammad. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Good. Makes the score Jaguars 21, Lions nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Taylor. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 23. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyrod Taylor with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Jaguars 28, Lions nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Second and 5.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Mike 51. Mike 51. Hawk 70. Hawk. 3, 3.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Nice play by DJ Chark there, and he's a great example of how a guy can improve from his rookie year to season 2. Quiet as a rookie, 1,000-yard season last year, ended up becoming a Pro Bowl selection for the Jaguars.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
Brings up second and 8.
Key to tight end. Key to tight end. Hey. 7 Pirates.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Conley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
A first down run, good for about 3. Second and 7 coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming after you. 22. I'm coming after you. Right there.
On second and 7, Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Detroit.
On first down, Stafford here. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. They'll run with Muhammad. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Taylor on 3rd down, throws incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one is right down the middle. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own
the Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. A quick throw here. That's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Our time. It's our time. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Hey, Red. Switch. Check 99. Check 99.
So they will go for it. Stafford. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
On downs.
Check. He's coming. Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
They'll run on 1st down. Muhammad down right around the 25. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, Muhammad. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises. And he's running with terrific ability right now.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Mike 40. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
On 2nd down now, Muhammad. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half.
All day, baby, all day.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
29 is the mic.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
The ball carrier.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
29 is the mic. Mike 29.
Stafford going to give it to Swift. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. They'll try it now with Swift. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, but it'll be 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Stafford throwing on target to Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Stafford on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
They'll try and run for it. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
We're pretty quiet.
1st down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Forced out to his left. He'll run it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former 1st-round pick, D.J. Hayden. And a short return to the 6-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
All day, defense.
They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st down, Muhammad. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their
throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 50, it's Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Seals-Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The trick play works. Excellent execution. 18 yards on that fake and a first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. From the gun, Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 29. Oh, you got deep?
From the red zone now, Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Josh Allen able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Beginning the drive here with Armstead. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. 23 yards the pickup there.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Under 10.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's good.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Taylor hit. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And sometimes change can be good, and Chris Conley with a nice catch there is showing us exactly how. First 4 seasons in Kansas City, kind of buried on the depth chart there. First year in Jacksonville last year, career highs in yardage with 775, and added 5 touchdowns to that list as well.
Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
No.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They go again with Muhammad. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Jags, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.